Hi everyone, I'm Audrey and this is the Lazy Art channel where I show you how I build my dream wardrobe step by step as a self-taught sewist. I didn't plan on make another one of these fabric haul and sewing projects showing video until like the end of January, mainly for spring and summer. But I've accumulated an obscene amount of beautiful fabrics in the last few months, and honestly I can't keep track of them anymore. I don't know what I have in my stash. So I thought it will be good to pack everything out to see what I have and pair them off as many with exact projects as I can. So I can pre-cut them during the holidays, which will start in less than a week. I thought I will pick up my phone and take you along with me in case you find anything inspiring, or maybe you just find looking at nice fabrics entertaining. So first, let's pack out everything here on the table. The majority of my fabrics are from my favorite deadstock store chain called I Love Textile here in Budapest, and this whole video is your sign to start shopping at a deadstock fabric store, but also it's a warning that it can be highly addictive. Then I have some fabrics from an online fabric store I like to order from called Blouses, and actually I have one piece from an op shop or charity shop, which is the first time for me to purchase anything from there. And the main inspiration for buying a beautiful lace curtain is Anna from Rosary Apparel, who is my all-time favorite YouTuber, and she loves to upcycle these op shop tablecloths and curtains, and I just thought it's time I give it a try. And we finally have some nice op shops here in Budapest too, so I went into the one closest to me. I sometimes visit there to find unique pieces, mainly ceramics, but for the first time I found this beautiful curtain which I want to upcycle into Christmas gifts and probably a shirt along the way somewhere. Yeah, but I still have to think about how I will use it, but it's just beautiful and I can't wait to give it a try. I still have some fabrics that are not on the table, but they are just too big, so I will show them to you later. This isn't all of my fabrics, but I know what I have left, and it's mainly for spring and summer. So this is what we are working with now. So I will put these away because they are for Christmas gifts, but I just wanted to show you the curtain. And also I bought these really nice micro stripe cotton fabrics for quilting some stuff. They are in the most beautiful pastel colors. And now on to the project. I have two main wardrobe goals I've been thinking about lately, and the first one I already mentioned in my fall and winter sewing plans video, which is my travel wardrobe to Vietnam. Since then I did quite a bit of research and we narrowed down the volume of the stuff we want to bring with ourselves. So I figured out a few versatile pieces I want to take with me there that are lightweight and practical. So my first goal is to make an adjustable legged pair of pants. So I want to have a drawstring at the end of the pant to close it up on demand. And I bought this really lightweight black cotton jersey in that project in mind. So I already knew what I wanted to do from this. Just so you don't think I'm a lunatic buying up every fabric I see. Most of the time I have a project in mind for fabrics, but I just bought so many that I don't know anymore what fabrics I have. So that's why I have to make stock here. So I have this beautiful flowy black fabric for these pants, and I already have a pattern printed and taped up, ready to be cut from mood fabrics called the Aster pants. It's a really wide-legged high-waist pant pattern, and I think it's perfect for this project. I will do it without the flies that it contains because this fabric is pretty stretchy and I can just pull it on. But other than that, I don't plan on changing much of the pattern. I hope it will be an easy project. Then for my second goal, I want to make a copy of one of my favorite summer dresses, which I actually didn't like when I ordered it and I received it. I didn't like it that much, but last summer I found myself reaching for it like every week and it became a staple piece in my wardrobe. So now I want to make a copy with some modifications, considering the neckline and like the sleeve length. But other than that, I just love how practical and comfortable it is. And actually, I picked up this micro lilac floral rayon fabric from Bubulakovo for this project, but it's a bit more saturated than I expected from the picture. It's starting to grow on me, I think, but I still don't know if I should go with this one or I have another fabric I had for more than a year in my stash, another very similar rayon fabric from the same website, and it's in this beautiful muted orange color with brick colored details. It's a bit bigger flower print, but it's still pretty tiny. And now I'm torn which one I should use for this dress, so please write in the comments what do you think I should make it from, like which is more my color, if I can say that, because I want to wear this dress as much as I can, and I want it to be in a color that fits me. So yeah, I still have to think about it, and please help me in the comments if you have any opinion. So yeah, that's it for these two fabrics. Then the third piece that I really want to make from a fabric I bought is a jumper that I can use versatilely when I'm in Vietnam, and other than that as well. I want to use this very, very soft cotton fabric. I think it's cotton. I will look up at the Instagram of my deadstock store because they write the composition of the fabrics usually, and nowadays I mainly only buy what they have on their Instagram. That's the problem, because I know every new stock that they get, and I just can't resist if I see something that would really suit my wardrobe and my needs. I have this beautiful gray fabric for this project, and it seems solid gray from afar, but really is a mix of a bit lighter and darker gray, so it will be great in hiding spots and dirt, I think. And yeah, it's just so soft and lightweight. It will be nice to take along with me. And for the style I have in mind, I want something that really hugs my hips and waist and then flares out into some kind of crisscross design. I'm not sure how I will accomplish this. I don't want to drop the neckline so much that it will be unpractical, like I need the coverage if I will wear this jumper, but I want some kind of like geometrical interest to happen at the neckline, maybe like this piece. That's my goal for this. I don't know yet how I will make it. I will probably self-draft it, but I'm still looking out for some patterns that can help me in this, so please let me know if you know anything. And for my last Vietnam project goal is to upcycle these butchered projects I did when I was at the beginning of my sewing journey, and I want to make like nice little lightweight sheared tops from these based on the tutorial by Rosary Apparel. It's a really, really easy top made from 4 rectangles, and I only want to change that. I don't want to gather it with elastics, but shear the whole thing, so it will be really comfortable and tight. So I plan on making those from these two fabrics. These are double gauze and really lightweight and airy. That's it for my Vietnam wardrobe. My other wardrobe goal, which is not so time sensitive, is expanding my office wardrobe, because thinking about my wardrobe, I finally realized that I spend most of my time in the office. I go in every day and work from 9 to 5. Even though I in the office every day, I have so few comfortable pieces that I like to wear. What you see here are literally all the pieces that I feel good and comfortable in, like I reach for them all the time, and anytime I have to wear something different, I feel slightly less comfortable and I just don't feel good in my skin. So these are the pieces I have to expand. For that, I don't want to make like wholly new pieces because I've had enough of that for the time being. I want to have like exact copies or copies with slight tweaks, and just have more comfortable pieces to reach for. And my first goal is to make some alternatives for my jeans, which I love. And I want to make it from this really interesting corduroy fabric, which I picked up in the deadstock store as well. And it's a really interesting color. In different light, it's really dark gray, really dark green, or even on camera, it sometimes show like really dark chocolate color. So it's really interesting, but I like all the colors. It comes in the different lights, so I don't mind that. And it's actually a cotton corduroy, which is really important for me. I don't buy any synthetic fabrics, and I was waiting a long time to have a corduroy that is in the right color and is cotton and not synthetic. So I bought a bunch of these, and I plan on making pants that are as close in style to my actual jeans that I wear like 90% of the time as possible. So if you know any patterns that seem similar to my jeans, then please let me know, because I sure as hell won't start making a pants from like self-drafted patterns and stuff. It's just way too complicated. But yeah, my goal is to make an alternative for these jeans that are comfy. I think this stretchy corduroy fabric will be perfect for that, and I just can't wait to expand to have more choices in the pants category, because yeah, as I said, it's what I wear 90% of the time. I'm only changing it up a bit with my faux leather skirts, which I like very much, but I just reach for them much, much less. From this same fabric, I plan on making the short skirt I was talking about in my fall and winter sewing plans video, which are inspired by Jana from Rosary Apparel again. I really like the short version of her flower skirt, and I will make it from my own pre-sewing pattern, the Sydney skirt, which you can find below. I already made an elasticated and the zipper version of it, and this will be the bottom version. And then I also want to make a third garment from this fabric, which would be a pinafore dress. I already made the pinafore dress I was talking about in my fall and winter sewing class video. Sadly, it really didn't came out as I hoped, and I will probably never wear it, to be honest, because I love the placement of the neckline and the armhole, but other than that, it's just the completely wrong silhouette for me. I finally realized that I don't like gather skirts on myself. Like, this pinafore dress makes me look like a toddler, and I just don't want that. I already have a really childish figure, and I want to make that more feminine and not more childish. So I finally realized that I'm done with gathered skirts. I tried it a few times because I love certain silhouettes on other people, but I just came to the conclusion that it doesn't fit my figure and it doesn't fit my goals. So now I plan on making another kind of pinafore from this, more like 60s style, I think. I plan on making it like with princess seams, and with the princess seams going down all the way to the hem, so like fitting my body and then flaring out a bit into a short skirt. So that's the plan for this pinafore, and maybe again I will only make it next year, like for next season, we will see. Then I want to make another kind of pants with wide legs. I will probably use the same Aster pattern for that as I will use for my Vietnam pants, and I bought this gray micro-striped fabric for that. It's I think flannel or something like that. What matters to me is that of natural composition. It's a nice medium weight, more like light medium, so it's not heavy, but it's not as light as my summer wide leg pants, which I can't really wear in the colder months. And it also has like a nice neutral color, but a little bit of pattern. That's what I was looking for to make these wide leg pants. And it has like pretty nice drape, and also it's a bit stretchy, so it should be comfortable to sit in for a long time. Of course, with this I will make the fly version, like the original version of the pattern, because it doesn't have that much stretch, so I can pull it on myself, and it makes it more professional looking as well, I think. So this is what I planned for this fabric. So as for tops, I have the big goal to replicate these bishop sleeve blouses I love very much. They were hand-me-downs from my sister. She has the best office style, I think, and they are more feminine and elegant than my favorite Noah shirt, and just the right amount of oversize that it don't hang on my body and I can still tuck it in, which is how I wear them all the time. So I think this is a staple in my wardrobe, or I want it to become a staple in my wardrobe. So my goal is to replicate them in many fabrics. I have so much fabric picked out for this, like these here, and also like this fabric. I will show them like a pan image from all the fabric choices I have, but I picked up so many fabrics in like top length, like 1.5 meters, to replicate this design with like different tweaks, like necklines, closures, sleeve lengths, and stuff like that. But I just want to make many of these to have more choices and more variety in my wardrobe, and I just know if I can replicate this style, then they will be so comfortable to wear, and I will reach for them all the time. And then I have similar goals for the turtlenecks. I already talked about this in my fall and winter sewing plans video, and I already did 2 turtlenecks since then, but I still couldn't nail down the perfect pattern, so I'm still working on that. But I also realized that I don't like this one solid colored turtlenecks so much. They are fine for layering, and stuff like that, but I think I need some kind of happening in a surface this big. So I found some really nice inspirations with like geometrical type of patchworks on Pinterest, and I think I want to attempt to make something like this in the future if I nail down my exact pattern that I can use repeatedly. And I want to try these patchwork kind of things because they look so cool, and I hope I can create something like this. This would be, I think, a really interesting point in my wardrobe and still be really comfy. Then, jumping a bit in fabric sizes, I picked up this really chunky green wool fabric. My purpose for this is to make like a chunky, cozy sweater or jumper. I have a favorite like sweater dress or jumper dress, I don't know how to call it, that I get compliments on all the time. And I have an old knitted jumper I inherited from my grandma that I love to wear very much. So I have a similar kind of style in mind for this fluffy green fabric. One of the sides is a bit smoother and the other one is more fuzzy. And I wonder if I can make some kind of texture change in the fabric, because most of the sweaters I have on my mood board are actually knitted. So there can be like a texture change, which I really like in the jumper, which I think is really needed when it's from one solid color. I wonder how I can make that, maybe like alternating the sides of the fabrics I work with, or I have a crazy idea of like quilting some parts of it, maybe that can imitate like that ribbed texture of a knitted fabric. I don't know, I will have to experiment with this. What I know is that I will probably have to make like a lining for this jumper, because the fabric became pretty scratchy after I washed it and I don't want it to fully touch my skin, I guess. So yeah, that's my idea for this fabric. The last one, which I will talk about right now, because I know I have many other fabrics, but some of them are mainly for like spring and summer, is this really big wool fabric, especially for coats. And no surprise, I want to make a coat from it as well. I have a nice everyday coat that is gray and oversized, and I feel like I need something a bit more elegant and maybe a bit more form-fitting. I don't have an exact style in mind yet. This fabric is like a really interesting mix of black and this bluish green color, which seems like a solid color from afar, but if you come closer it's a bit more patchy. But I already have like parts that I pretty much know how I want it to look. So I want to have like a pretty big statement color like on this coat on the channel from Cardi B, and I just love the shape and size of this color, and I want to make something like that. And also I want some kind of interesting closure for the coat. I'm torn between these two styles. I really love this curtain-like waistband stuff, but I don't think I have the equipment to make something like this, like the ringlets in the waist that can be pulled together. I will brainstorm if I have any other way to make this, but then I really love this asymmetrical closing as well, which gives a bit more cinched in figure, which I'm going for in this coat. And I think I would be happy with either of them, and this asymmetrical one seems much more doable for me right now, so I will probably go with this one, but I still have to decide. But this is the main idea for the coat, and this is the fabric I want to make it from. As you can probably see, I still have many fabrics, but I will talk about those later because they are mainly for spring and summer. I have no idea how much I can make from these ideas, because you know this if you follow me on Instagram. I'm currently working on my wedding dress for my 2025 summer wedding. You can follow me there if you want to tag along for this process. It's quite a ride, and understandably that is my main sewing focus right now. I spend most of my sewing time doing my bridal gown, and I don't know how much time I will have for other stuff. I must do the Vietnam stuff, that will be a priority, but other than that I don't know how much I will get done. We will see. So that's it for today. Please, if you have any pattern suggestions to any of the projects, or if you have a choice for the color for the dress, then please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video until the very end, and I will see you next time. Bye!